Good morning, viewers at home. Welcome to the program SuperDawn. I am Vera Osopo on this edition of the program.
And I'm Blessed Omonose. Good morning, Lagos. It's so good to be here today again.
And I'm Anthony Osaibo. Good morning to you, our viewers at home.
Well, today on this show, we're going to go through the papers. We're not going to read all. We just take the headlines. And away from that, we want to look at a topic this morning: gratifications for exchange of marks. We're looking at our tertiary institution this morning, and the phone lines will be open. Lots of things happen in the universities, and we want to really talk about these things where just to get marks, some people will be told if you want to pass your tests, you have to contribute. The monitors come to tell you, you contribute monies together, and hey, you present and you guys will have some marks. And some will tell you, hey, some lecturers even take students to their houses to do some chores works there. Go home, clean the houses, go home, sweep for me, go to the market, and I'll give you some grades. Some people will, even when the lecturers lost someone or is celebrating an event, they come to the classroom. It's alleged that they come to the classroom and tell you, hey, you guys need to contribute. If we do these things, you will get some marks. And not just lecturers alone. Some students will lure some lecturers even for marks. And what they do is go to their houses, try to find out the path they take home, and go there and start enticing the man or the woman for marks. Either ways. But we want to look at it today. How will you become a better student or a better lecturer if this is going on in our schools? We must begin to look at those areas, especially right now where we heard that it was alleged that a lecturer from the university, OAU, what happened? He demanded for marks. We're going to be looking at all of these things. Why should a student give, and why should a lecturer demand for students to get marks? Well, we'll go on this break. When we come back, we'll look at the papers, then we'll go into today's topic. Stay with us. We'll go on this break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Is the segment for the newspaper review, but we'll just take the headlines today. And this says, the Punch says, we may shut down National Assembly to help Buhari end killing. Madu. And you have the writers here. Nasarawa killings, IDP stone governor's convoy. You also have 20 headsmen attack Benue community, kill 4. You have in the Punch, visa applicants get 3 years jail term for lying about marital status. And finally, we take from this paper this morning, Falaye visit to Obasanjo says Buhari has failed. Yes, we move to the next paper.
Okay, on the Vanguard this morning, while I won't write my autobiography, and that's coming from former military head of state, IBB. And on the rider it says, Nigeria may not believe him due to June 12 saga. Relieves cordial relationship with Abiola even during the crisis. And also on the Vanguard this morning, at the top of the page, of the front page, World Bank reviews Nigerians' economic growth downwards. You can find that on page 19 of the Vanguard newspaper. On page 8 and 16, you have the story. Keyamo, the activist, as Buhari's campaign spokesman. And finally, on the Vanguard this morning, killings, sack your security chiefs now. That the senators telling the President Muhammadu Buhari. You can get all this and more on the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
Okay, from the Nation's newspaper we have here, party supremacy for its sake is nothing. Abductors free Otun Olubadon's twins. Bank reports George to NJC over verdict. And this one says, killings, sack service chiefs now, senators tell Buhari. And there's also an interesting headline that says, House moves to criminalize electricity estimated billing system. And here goes, APC National Convention to hold May 14th. Okay, the last one I'll take is, like I've taken this here, party supremacy for its sake is nothing.
Okay, we move away from the Nation newspaper and we take some stories in the Daily Trust. This says, federal government $462 million payment on helicopters illegal. That is coming from the Senate. And the writer says, summons Finance Defense Minister. We also have in the papers, presidency allegations won't stop NEMA probe. We have this, APC holds National Convention May 14. Dark smoke envelops Lagos dump site. Residents scamper for safety. We have here IMF forecast lower oil price in 2019. Away from the Daily Trust, we get some stories in the New Telegraph. Headsman kills Watson. And the writer says death toll rises to 78 in Nasarawa. IDP camps attacks governor. Melt convoys with stones. We have senators to Buhari seek foreign assistance. IMF to Nigeria, you won't be lucky if oil price falls. And we have this 2019 election, Nigerians will ease out Buhari Falaye. And the writer says, Obasanjo SDP Chair Pali. This finally from the New Telegraph, Tinubu blames Jonathan and PDP for Nigerians' woes. You need to get hold of the New Telegraph to read more on that. Well, this is